and would like to welcome all of you to talk about offensive plays and systems, but want to talk first about offensive philosophy. And we'll start with you, Tom, and ask, when you take over a new program or when you're just starting out with a team, where do you start with your offensive philosophy, and what are the questions you ask yourself as to how you want to play?
Well, I think the first place you start, which is understanding where people are probably furthest away from when they come in. And that's understanding spacing. It's understanding moving without the ball. And it's understanding what game speed really means. And then I think your fundamentals take off from there. And I don't think there is any fundamental that is too light or that is not important from the very beginning of how to catch the basketball. And so many players, they let the ball come into their body. You know, they don't make an aggressive catch. They don't extend their hands or arms to receive the ball. And I think so much of that is because so many times there's so little game speed work that's done in workouts, not necessarily in a team practice. I don't mean that. There's game speed in a team practice, but when you're doing your individual workout, there's not as much of that. So that to me is a huge part of it. And then it's just taking that individual player and really getting them to understand the level of athleticism that they've got to play with, on how they catch the ball, how they step into the shot, the ground that they cover on their step in, the ground that they cover on their shot fake, the ground that they cover on their drive, all those types of things. But we were just having this conversation a little bit ago before this started. The one most glaring weakness that, with all that being said, that you cannot get away from when you take over a team, when you get a new player, is you've got to hold them accountable for playing with their eyes up. You've got to get them to have a level of vision, to have a level of awareness, and it all starts with playing with their eyes up and doing everything they can do to not only see the basket, but see the floor.